Hey gang, it's another episode of Speaking Sexually, sponsored by Dr. Kathy Naughton and the Center for Sexual Health. We'll have more to say about that in just a minute. We scour the earth, we just dredge the internet for stories about couples and sex and people hooking up and stuff like that. We have a good one to kick off here today. You know, Trish Gazelle on the show a couple of months ago dropped the bomb on the air that she and her husband, Eddie, sleep in separate bedrooms. And at the time, I was absolutely flabbergasted by this revelation. But it turns out now, a new study by the National Sleep Foundation, there was one, says that a quarter of all couples sleep in separate bedrooms, 24%. Here are the tips they give for people to keep things hot in their relationship, okay? Grope each other during the day. Since you're not going to be sleeping next to each other at night, try to stay touchy-feely during the day. Number two, have some pillow talk. Conversation around the dinner table is one thing, but when you start sleeping in separate beds, you miss out on that kind of, intimate, unplanned talks that happen in the bedroom. So you got to do that. They call it pillow talk for a reason. And number three, plan when you're going to defile one another. One consequence of sleeping in separate beds is that inevitably you have less sex, but you might actually have better sex when you get around to it. So do that. By the way, a recent study says that most marital fights happen because the wife isn't getting enough sleep. With separate beds, you're both going to be well rested and relaxed and can bring your A game when you're ready. All right, according to a new study out of Scotland, one way you can predict whether or not a woman is going to climax is a little bump on her upper lip. Not a cold sore. The little bump in the middle of the upper lip is called the tubercle. And women with larger tubercles are more likely to have an orgasm. The researchers aren't sure why, and they're still trying to figure it out, I guess. And last Tuesday, police in Florida busted a 49-year-old woman fornicating, she was performing on a 46-year-old man on a scooter in a shopping center in front of an H&R Block tax place. In broad daylight. The couple explained that they were about to detox, and this was one of their last drunken hurrahs. They were arrested on lewd and lascivious behavior. All right, Dr. Kathy Naughton was on the showgram with us on the Big 550 KTRS last week and did a great segment about male infertility and especially about testosterone therapy. And it turns out a lot of people are wasting their time and their money. Not that some people don't need it, but there's a lot of people who see the commercials, and the drug companies are just trying to sell you stuff. And then you got these people taking pills, and pills can't possibly work on testosterone. It just doesn't work that way. It isn't absorbed into your body, into your system that way. So I invite you to check out Dr. Kathy Naughton because she has all of the details on this and other stuff. If you had a vasectomy 20 years ago or something like that, they probably told you it was irreversible. Well, they do vasectomy reversals all the time. Whether you're trying to get pregnant or trying not to get pregnant, Dr. Kathy Naughton will help you. And, male erectile dysfunction, female erectile dysfunction. Well, my gosh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? But all that sort of stuff that goes on below the belt that people don't like to talk about. Center for Sexual Health, 314-315-9965, or online at centerforsexualhealthstl.com. And finally today, in a new survey, women have ranked the 4 biggest male body turnoffs at the beach. So get ready to feel insecure, guys. Here they are, in order: a chubby man in a tiny Speedo, a man with a huge belly taking his shirt off, man boobs, and excessive body hair. Have a great summer. That's it. Speaking Sexually, sponsored by Dr. Kathy Naughton, Center for Sexual Health, and we'll see you next time.